Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to XCOM Chimera Squad. This is the game that we're revisiting today. I've been playing with this idea of revisiting a game every so often. The rule of thumb I'm working with at the moment is if we haven't looked at it on the channel in over a year, I might give it a second round, another shake of the sauce bottle, as it were. And so we find ourselves playing Chimera Squad today. I love this. This is XCOM 3 or 2.5, depends how you want to look at it. 2 3/4, depending on how you look at War of the Chosen. Now, for the record, I love the XCOM remakes. I really, really like Phoenix Point. I need to play more Phoenix Point. I'm not going to get involved in this bullshit console war-esque pissing match between the two games. I think they're both fantastic. The original, I played a bit when I was a kid, the original XCOMs, I like them as well. I haven't played Xenonauts, another sort of spiritual remake. I should though, everyone thinks I should. This, I really, really like. I can see that some people don't love it because it's not XCOM 3. It is, it's very much, the way I see it, and I could be wrong, I'm just some goober that plays video games, but I look at this and I see it as a test bed, almost a beta branch for what XCOM 3 could be or could have implemented on the back of this. It's a smaller game. It's got a much tighter, narrower focus, way more narratively driven with fixed characters and names. So the puzzling out the situation is a bit more prevalent as opposed to the hard sandbox nature that we got used to in XCOM 2. I love it. I think it's fantastic, and I truly think that they've tried some different mechanics here. Some hit, some miss. Some of them we're going to see in XCOM 3. I would almost bet your bottom dollar, and they were using this as an opportunity to test some things out. So, like I said, some people don't like it, but even at the same time, I'm certain there'll be an XCOM 3 come out, and that will be a lot closer to what people are more traditionally used to. So this is almost a spin-off, I think is probably safe to say. So, I mean, let's go. Let's start a new game. Normal, challenging but fair. That sounds pretty cool. Iron Man, I mean, I love Iron Man. You know what? Stuff it. We're going to do Iron Man. Whatever, right? We lose the save, we'll start again. I'll just make more episodes. Who gives a crap? Hardcore, failing any mission results in total campaign loss. The campaign save is deleted upon failure. And I don't know about that. How is that different from Iron Man? Play with a single save that is updated automatically. Yeah, I don't know about this hardcore. Let's leave that off because whatever that is. But Iron Man is, you got to commit to your run. I like that. Extended City Anarchy. No, let's not mess with any of that sort of shit. And we'll run the tutorial. Heal between encounters. I guess this is the default. So let's do that. Let's go. Let's go. I love this sort of comic style as well.
2 minutes out.
Hey, Godmother. Is this like the old days? XCOM swooping in and taking it to the bad guys?
I wouldn't know. I spent most of the war training resistance networks.
Like mine. And for your many long years of service.
Watch it.
Yeah, watch it.
XCOM attaches you to an untested squad and pushes it into the field before it's ready.
Exposition
How is this
dump.
Not like the old days?
I'm just happy to be here. I missed out during the war. Wish I could have pulled my weight.
For which side exactly?
I despise this Sheila. The other chick seems right, 'cause she's just a hard bitch. And she's out there to crack skulls and kick
I was
heads.
never actually Advent.
But they were fitting you for a blocky helmet.
See, and this Sheila has
Stoics,
one
both of
dimension,
you.
and that is
We're
snark.
here.
So,
3-1 PD gave
classic
us the all clear.
modern writing
Grab
of
your gear
humour.
and prepare to move in.
Everyone else is alright though. I like that dude, he was nice. But yeah, the whole idea is that we're in this
Whisper,
melting
what's the
pot
status?
future
And what's Verge's
city, sorry.
ETA?
Comms are working, obviously. Verge is en route.
How? Verge can't drive.
He hailed a cab.
To a hostage situation?
Well, how else is he gonna get there?
Whisper, any surprises in the next room?
A handful of hostiles, unaware of your approach.
Right.
Chimera Squad, take positions. Prep for breach.
So we've got the breach mode, which is the big new thing, which I think is pretty cool. So in this particular one, because it's beginning stuff, it's only one door, but you'll often have like 4 different entry points with different advantages and disadvantages. All right. I mean, I think, yeah, Cherub's got the shield, so we'll put him in first. It's not highlighting anything specific, but you can see breach, Shoot. Oh, here you go. Pinpoint. Successful shots on enemies will crit. So depending on who you put in which slot makes a big difference.
Reaching in.
But it's pretty simple for this first one. All right, let's go, big fella. 100. Yeah, that'll do. Breach. Fire. Bullets. How stylized is this? It's so good. Yeah, okay, let's just zap him. What an entrance.
Hello, I am Mayor Nightingale.
Hello.
Is that our hostage?
Welcome to City 31's Memorial Museum.
It's just a recording.
As I often say, the lessons from our past inform the present.
Blah, blah, blah. History.
Focus.
Yeah, focus. I like Godmother a lot, actually. She's like just a grisly sergeant character. She's basically an Apone stand-in from old bloody Aliens. I love it. So cool. Okay, so in this version, it's a mixed timeline. In traditional XCOM, it's I go, you go. I just have 2 action points for your movement shooting abilities. Look for... Okay. Cool. So you can see here, this trooper is going to go after my dude, right? Now, what can he do? Not really much yet, because I don't think they've given me much kit. How many dudes do they have? Just 2, and they're over there in the corner. Oh, I guess I could dash, right? But I want hard cover. That's what I really want is hard cover. Let's just go here. That's fine. Right, and let's just get zapping. Let's just get blatting.
How's that a lot of play?
Bloody hell. He's not going home to the wife and kids. Alright. When's this dude get his turn? Stuff him. Let's just run out in the open and zap him.
Better
See,
you
mate.
than me.
You see this?
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, look at this dude. Oh, bloody daddy longlegs with his stretchy arms. Look at him.
Clear.
Verge? What took you so long?
Traffic, right?
Had to unpack a breaching charge.
Good man.
Not
Yeah.
exactly.
You know what I mean.
I always do.
So creepy. Don't ever change.
Verge, form up. Any hostiles in the next room?
Yes, I can feel them.
Oh, that's weird. It's incredibly invasive. All right, now what? Yeah, we go straight into a breach mode. So it plays as like an almost, not a corridor shooter, but there is a more linear through fashion to it, clearing room after room, these little sort of smaller apartments and that, because you're ultimately future SWAT, right? In this weird alien setting. So not only is it a really interesting and innovative setting, the gameplay mechanics, whether you like them or not, reflect the setting really well. Like, it's actually a really good example of clever like environmental world building and storytelling mixed in with a gameplay loop that actually they complement one another. Multiple breach points. Here we go. Let's bloody go. Right? Agent damage likely. However, we have 4 dudes, so we have to do it. Closely watch. Enemies deal +1 damage during the breach. Seal the deal. Last unit through this entrance gains +3 damage during the breach. I mean, so there's an argument. Do you put the weakest dude through there? I think we put Cherub in the front because he's got the shield, right? But like... Oh, he's already lost a few HP. He'll be alright. He'll be alright. Maybe we put Godmother in the front as well, because she's a bit more of a hard shieler too. And then these two are kind of soft, because she's sort of the medic, I think. Yeah, they're more support. Let's do that. Let's go.
Stay behind me.
It's go time.
Nice. All right. So we can cycle through all the targets. See this? Responsive aggressive. We'll shoot at XCOM if they aren't neutralized during the breach sequence. So we really want to put this bloke down. We had a good chance, yeah. Whereas this dude is alert, which means he will react and move. Let's zap. Yeah, zap, zap, zap. Now we got these guys up here. 81. Oh yeah, let's do that. Oh, classic XCOM gun snap. Seal the deal. Each agent has unique abilities, right? That they can use every turn, eventually gaining more abilities. Yeah, cool. Most agents have Subdue, a non-lethal attack that is low damage but guaranteed to hit. Pretty cool. Use it to earn additional rewards for certain mission objectives. Cherub uses a charge bash instead of Subdue. So, I think you get like extra sort of XP or interrogation points or some such. Now, I actually really like Cherub, if I recall. Places an energy shield on self or ally to present all damage next attack. He gains 1 charge when the energy shield is destroyed. Does not automatically end the turn. Bashes an enemy with the enemy shield consuming all charge. If charge is consumed, deal damage in the cone behind the enemy. Damage increases with charge, right? So ultimately, you want to be spamming this on cooldown. And I'm happy to just give it to the, best target. Now, apparently this charged bash will do the job on this bloke anyway, so we might as well. However, there's a dude over there. I don't really want to be naked in the open. Though, everyone else is going to get a go before him. Let's go in there. Let's get aggressive.
Book him.
Book him. Here we go. All right. Now he is in cover. Who else is going to get a go? Her up the top. She might actually be able to get an angle on him. So, you reckon we could, oh, there we go. It reckons we could do him 2 to 3 damage. Actually, let's do it. Let's do it, because if not, we'll get a follow-up with a shot from the balcony. Yes, that's a bit sad, but that's okay.
Failed to subdue.
So she can heal. Now, does that use... Let's do that. Let's heal Cherub.
Gremlin on the way.
I'm not 100% sure if that uses an action point. Oh, it does too. Okay, silly me. Oops. I probably could have done that better. Oh well.
Moving. Cover me.
Brr. Good to know. Godmother's gonna get zapped. Oh! Oh, mate. Terrible. Stupor. Stuns the target for 1 or 2 actions. Right. Battle Madness. Attacks an enemy's mind, making them go berserk and attack nearby target. No, that doesn't really help us that much. The stupor thing might actually, though the dude is at the bottom of the sort of pecking order there, so let's just do it just for the sake of trying it out. It's cool to be using these abilities for a change. And now, like, they're connected and he can sort of send a feedback pulse, I think. God, those animations are cool. Shield up, big boy. I guess I could just rush this dude. Now, how's this go? Scatter shot. At a short range, can cost 2 ammo, damaging multiple targets. 53. Let's just not mess around here. Let's just zap him. Oh no, hang on. Let's bloody arrest him.
Arrested the target.
There you go. Shield loss. Alright, so the shield doesn't carry over. I wonder if his charge is accumulated too.
I do like to make an entrance.
Alright. I kind of like his humor because it's more cringy. Like, it's intentionally cringe, not I'm edgy. Some breach points can only be accessed with the special equipment. Oh yeah, right, we're going through that now. So, explosive entrance. So we've got the breach charge, all non-aggressive enemies guarding the entrance surprise. I think it'll just be Cherub because he happens to have the breach charge in this scenario. All non-aggressive enemies guarding this entrance is surprise. Okay, so my running order doesn't matter a huge amount here. Let's go.
Wait, hold. Hostage confirmed in the next room.
Oh, nice.
We need more than that.
3-1 PD has a live feed. Patching through.
If you surrender, I will advocate leniency.
Enough. this exhibit. It is about XCOM's role in our liberation.
I see you read the placard.
It doesn't say how they went soft and got weak. Now, it's up to us to light the spark.
He's holding a detonator.
Go, now!
Alright.
How's this for an entrance?
Righto, you goose. $57. Let's cover rush. Whatever that means. 65? I'll take 65.
You're a Nightingale. I'll protect you.
Will you? Alright, so this is a scripted event to show you how to revive, I think.
On it.
Verge, with me. Protect the mayor.
Confirmed.
Agents lose all their hit points will begin bleeding out, right? So he's got a, what is that, a 3-turn timer? Mission will fail unless the agent bleeding out is saved with the stabilize or the encounter is completed before the time expires. So while your guys can get like long-term injuries that sit them out between missions while they recover, so the game does actually force you to dynamically change your squad. Because it is kind of narrative, none of the main characters can die, at least in the early days, right? Who knows where the narrative goes, because I don't think I overclocked this actually. But so yeah, it is a fail condition if any of your dudes die or bleed out. I guess that's just a quirk of it. I'm not against it. Again, I'm a huge proponent of the magic of XCOM games is that your characters do die and you have to live with the consequences. But this game seems to have been built from the ground up without that necessarily being a core tenet. So yeah, you can't let any of your guys bleed out. Fail condition otherwise. But fortunately, you know, we've got stabilize. I think, can everyone do stabilize? Yeah, so let's do that. It's just different, you know? No, we'll go with this just because we could use the cover as well. Bugger.
Hostiles still up.
Alright, so Cherub's out for the count. Now we could rush to try and get him, but I don't like being exposed on that angle, so we might actually go here and we'll just blow his head off instead. Why is that 50%? Why on earth is that 55%? Let's Overwatch. There you go. See if he runs.
Confirmed.
He's not in a terrible spot. Stupor probably works. Let's do that. I don't know if Battle Madness is going to do the job here.
I can make it there.
Heading over.
Oh, Jesus. He's rushing the man! Oh, and he's Overwatched as well. Cheeky boy. Wait, why does he get a shot? I thought I'd put you into a stupor. Rude. So Overwatch is directional.
Shifting.
That one sees you.
Yeah, let's go.
No hits
What?
on target.
Ah, bugger. Let's keep working the angles, eh? Now, do we heal the mayor? That's the question. 82%. Ah. Oh, he's still going. Brutal. Overwatch removed though. Nice. Now, can I shoot twice? Ending their turn. Does this end my turn? How about maybe we stupor that guy. And then we try and zap this bloke. Okay. That's working. Let's get in there. Police brutality. Good.
Hostile subdued.
Well,
Yeah,
appropriate use of force, I would say, actually.
It looks worse than it is. Those medic hits are really something.
Compliment accepted.
What about Cherub?
Oh,
Yeah.
shut up.
I think so.
Compliment
Being
accepted.
injured is my pride.
And your diaphragm. And a few ribs.
Oh my god, shut
None
up.
of this should have happened.
Most people say thank you.
I'm grateful, of course. But these people don't have the
Worst character in the game,
capability
100%.
of this.
Everyone else is alright.
I read their threat assessment. A month ago, these insurgents were all talk and no capability. The greatest threat they posed was to bottles of alcohol.
Why tell us? Why now?
City 31 shows the world how humans, hybrids, and aliens can keep a lasting peace. I'm the public face of this. Tonight, someone wanted what I represent to go up in flames.
We're not in town for local intrigue.
Yeah, right? I like
know,
Godmother's
but
no-nonsense.
Right now, you're the only
Let's
ones
go.
I'm certain are fighting for that same peace. Can I count on your support?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, as peacekeepers, yes, 100%. That's our job.
Package delivered to 31 PD.
She truly believes what she says.
That's why she's in charge.
Not too shabby for our first official mission.
Yeah, not
Don't
bad.
do that.
Don't do what?
Celebrate before a mission is complete. It's
bad luck.
Oh, no good. Though, I mean, was the mission not complete? You'd literally handed over the custody of the mayor to somebody else.
Tonight,
It was under someone else's jurisdiction.
Explosion at City 31's Memorial Museum. The identity of her assailants is unknown at this time. The city council asks citizens to remain.
So she gets vaporized the same day XCOM sends Chimera Squad to our city? Hear that voice in your head? That's me telling you to wake up!
He talks a lot of sense, boys. It's more than a coincidence.
The reclamation agency to the city. Without her support, Chimera Squad's continued presence is an open question.
That's cool. It's such a cool
Welcome home, Chimera
platform.
Squad. The director wants to speak with us.
thanks for getting the mayor killed. Also, you're fired.
For fuck's sake.
That's not helpful.
Can I mute one
You're right.
particular
Sorry.
character?
I'll patch the call through when you're ready.
I followed your action at the museum and its aftermath.
Director Kelly, I take full responsibility for what happened.
Stop. I sent you to City 31 because I believed you were ready. Tonight, you surpassed my expectations. 31 PD requested help within 3 hours of your arrival in the city. You answered immediately.
Yeah.
Going in, you were under-equipped and down an agent. You adapted, as we trained you to do.
Yeah.
And let's not forget, you rescued the mayor. You delivered her to safety as the city requested.
This chill
Don't
as she
blame
gets it.
yourself for an outcome you couldn't control. Instead, let's focus on what's next.
Oh my god,
I
yes,
set up the
absolutely.
map table. Ready when you are.
Head over there. I'll hold.
No wonder she's Queen Bee, right? She knows what's bloody going on. 100%. Apparently, now, I might be rusty on this, but I think in one of the tutorial missions on XCOM 2, there's like a throwaway NPC that you get, but they're not random. It's like Private Callie or something like that, this chick, when you rescue the commander at the opening of XCOM 2, right? So I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but that Director Callie that's running this years later and looking very milfy is that sort of rookie soldier from XCOM 2. So that's cool, a little bit of bloody background information. There's a critical target waiting on the city map. Okay, let's go.
Welcome to City 31. During Advent's occupation, the city was a fortress supporting an active starport. 5 years after XCOM won the war, it's home to aliens, hybrids, and humans alike.
Yeah, right.
There's new industry, self-government, and local agriculture to support the varied populations.
Yeah.
Against all odds, this city thrived after the war. There were no retributive attacks.
Until tonight.
We don't know that. Not yet. But we can find out. 3-1 PD requested our help sifting through evidence at the Memorial Museum. They lost good officers today. Give them what they need and see what we can learn.
City map. You got some targets. Very good. You got to pick one. We've got like, well, I guess the mechanics will be drip fed to us as well. But I don't think we're going to get straight into a full mission. I just want to say really quickly, like, I would never have imagined the direction that XCOM takes. Like, whoever is in charge of the narrative, it's not even narrative because it's the entire project. The creative director probably, but the creative direction of the XCOM games I find to be so cool. Consider, XCOM 1 was a pretty by the numbers, is original gameplay wise, but it was, you know, the invasion comes, we have to fight the enemies, rah rah rah. For those not across it, XCOM 2 takes place, is it 20 years later? I think it is, where humanity lost and they got soundly trounced in canon in the first game. That's the idea, that you're supposed to lose and you've been beaten into bloody submission. So the big core of XCOM 2 is that the enemy sort of coalition has established itself firmly on Earth, subjugated the population, and then you fight back in a resistance-style gameplay mechanic. There's all this ambushing and setting up first initiation. So when you pull the trigger every time on the beginning of a fight, it's about hitting them from angles because you are guerrilla fighting. It's so clever. I never would have seen it going in that direction. And arguably, when you compare it to a lot of what AAA does with their sequels and even their IP, they're very risk averse. So that represented a really interesting risk, saying, hey, remember that game you loved? Well, you lost. And now you're the underdogs. And then to have this game jump forward into this really interesting post-winning, but then you've got a whole bunch of the aliens that want to stay here and live and be part of it, because not all of, like, it's a complex sort of background. Not all of them were necessarily like evil, which, you know, funny that about wars and the populations involved in them, you know, they're just sort of part of the bloody equation, cogs in the machine. And so you have this after the effect, probably all these blokes have lived here for 20 years already because of, you know, the alien occupation. And so what do? Well, you create a prototype city, which is a melting pot of all of these different guys thrown together because of the situation. I find it just really fascinating as, like, it makes me wonder, but not too much, what could they possibly do for XCOM 3 if there is an XCOM 3? I think they'd be bad not to do it. But I couldn't even speculate what really clever and interesting direction they would take XCOM 3 because of what they've done with 2 and Chimera Squad. They really just turned it all upside down. And I just like the idea. She was even saying all the agriculture in the city has to accommodate for all the different species and that sort of thing. It's really cool. Usually you'd think it's Mass Effect, right? You go into the stars and you join some existing coalition of aliens or establish one out there. It's always out there in the stars on another planet. But the idea that, you know, this shit came to town. It came to our doorstep and, you know, we managed to sort of rise back from the ashes and have to create this, dare I say, diverse, a word that's overused a lot these days, but like this sort of diverse setting from a sci-fi perspective on home soil because of the situation forcing us there. Anyway, a little bit of a ramble and rant at the end. It's just because I find it just so innovative in a time where, like I said, a lot of the AAA stuff is very rinse and repeat. It's very safe. So yeah, whether you like this or not, and I understand the complaints for people not liking this game, you can't deny that they've done something interesting in an industry that is apprehensive to do interesting stuff. So anyway, pretty cool stuff. Let me know what you reckon. Like I said, we're revisiting this, but that doesn't mean this has to be it. I'm happy to do a bloody 100 episode playthrough if that's what you guys want. Make sure you tell me, you know, and if it is well received, we'll get some more episodes out. Team, thanks again for joining me. Might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.